A lot of time has passed since we last got together in person. There was a period in which we only saw each other through screens and started each speech with a dramatic introduction. Am I audible? I'm happy to tell you that it's time to start this debate competition without that, or any Wi-Fi complications. Welcome to the 21st International Debate Tournament in Ljutomer. This year, there are 51 teams registered from all around the globe. Debaters from following countries are gathered here: Bosnia and Herzegovina, China, Croatia, Czechia, Denmark, Israel, Italy, the Netherlands, North Macedonia, Poland, Qatar, Slovakia, the USA, and Slovenia. And now, please welcome to the floor Mr. Zvonko Kustec, headmaster of Gimnazija Franca Miklošiča Ljutomer.
Spoštovani debaterji, debaterke, mentorji in mentorice in vsi ostali zbrani, prisrčno pozdravljeni na 21. Mednarodnem debatnem turnirju v Ljutomeru. Zelo sem vesel, da ste letos spet pri nas v Ljutomeru. Dobrodošli v prelepi Prlekiji, dobrodošli na naši šoli, na že, kot sem rekel, 21. mednarodnem srednješolskem debatnem turnirju. Debata vihari možgane, razvija retorične možnosti in spretnosti, oblikuje ozaveščenega in kritičnega posameznika, ki zna na eni strani jasno, prepričljivo in argumentirano zagovarjati svoja stališča, na drugi pa prisluhniti in razumeti popolno nasprotne argumente ter vzpostaviti dialog, predvsem pa s svojim znanjem in zavzetostjo, vplivati na družbeno dogajanje v svoji okolici in širše ter prispevati k nastajanju boljšega sveta. Debatni turniri niso le priložnost za spodbujanje kritičnega mišljenja, oblikovanje dialoga o aktualnih družbenih vprašanjih in razvijanja aktivnega državljanstva pri mladih, temveč so tudi priložnost za nova poznanstva in prijateljstva, omogočajo spoznavanje drugačnih kulturnih vzorcev in navad, spodbujajo učenje tujih jezikov in s tem širijo lastna miselna in duhovna obzorja. Želim vam ustvarjalno in kritično razmišljanje, kovanje dobrih argumentov, pravilno retorično izražanje, pa tudi prijetno bivanje in spoznavanje naših krajev, jezika, kulture in navad in s to dobro željo uradno odpiram 21. mednarodni debatni turnir Ljutomer 2023. Hvala lepa.
Next up is the young singer Nika Titan, accompanied by Dino Kral on guitar. Enjoy yourself.
Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly. I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style, and so I came to see him and listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy, a stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I felt a flush with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I found he found my letters and read each one out loud. I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, and killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
We are pleased to have among us Ms. Olga Karba, Majoris of the Municipality of Ljutomer. Please join me on stage.
Spoštovani debaterji in mentorji, v čast mi je, da vas lahko pozdravim v Ljutomeru na že 21. mednarodnem debatnem turnirju. Gimnazija Franca Miklošiča Ljutomer se je v preteklih 20 letih skupaj z Zavodom za kulturo dialoga izkazala z organizacijo in gostoljubnostjo. Zato verjamem, da se boste tudi letos v naši izredno uspešni srednješolski ustanovi prijetno počutili. Želim, da vam ti dnevi pri nas, poleg uspešnih debat, ostanejo v lepem spominu, tudi po videnih lepotah naše pokrajine, gostoljubnosti in prijaznosti, ter da se boste v naše kraje v prihodnje še radi vračali. Letošnje leto je jubilejno. Naša gimnazija namreč praznuje 60 let uspešnega delovanja. Ponosni smo na njeno prehojeno pot, predvsem pa na uspehe, ki jih naši gimnazijci dosegajo. Zato ima veliko zaslug učiteljski zbor, na čelu z ravnateljem gospodom Zvonkom Kustecem. Vsekakor pa ne smemo pri tem pozabiti najpomembnejšega dejstva, da dijaki izkazujejo izredno veliko kreativnosti in samoiniciative ter veliko željo po bogatih znanjih. Zato uspehi ne morejo izostati. Iskrena hvala še enkrat vsem. Leto 2023 je občinski svet občine Ljutomer razglasil za leto vrednot in zelene pismenosti. V lanskem letu smo se v naši občini prvič pričeli pogosteje in resneje pogovarjati o vrednotah, ki bogatijo in izpostavljajo značaj človeka. Vesela sem, da se tudi mladi vse pogosteje pogovarjate o vrednotah, predvsem o občečloveških vrednotah, ki kljub hitro razvijajoči se družbi ali pa prav zaradi tega ne smejo zamreti. Strpnost, sodelovanje in spoštovanje so v povezavi z medkulturnim dialogom in jezikovno raznovrstnostjo tiste vrednote, ki jih boste razvijali in obudili tudi v sklopu tokratnega debatnega turnirja. Pa srečno in veliko uspehov!
Last but not least, let's give the applause to representatives of Zavod za in proti, Ivan Koruza and Roku Hafnerju.
Okay, before I give the floor over to our wonderful CM member, Rok, who will explain maybe something more about the competitive parts of the tournament, just some technical details from my side. So, as already said, will be me and Micha. Micha, wave. Me and Micha will be tabbing this tournament. We'll try to do as much of the tournament tabbing and procedures through the online TabbyCat platform, so most of you should be familiar with it. The judges should have already received their links, and I think there was talk about this on the judging briefing, so I won't lose any words about that. The coaches also received on your email links, tabby links for the teams, okay? Each team gets one link. The link will have one of the names of your debaters. Just ignore that. This is the link for the entire team, okay? These links can be used for two important things. First of all, information about the tournament, draws, motions, all of that will be on those tab links. And secondly, even more important, this is where you'll submit feedback on your judges, okay? Please, after every round, submit feedback on your judges. This will allow our wonderful CA team to create an even better judge allocation for future rounds. Secondly, how the draw display and all of that will work. So after we'll finish talking here, we will display the draw on the projector, but we also have printed versions of the draw that will hang on prominent parts of the school and this building. Every round will come back here, so all announcements of draws, motions, everything will happen here. The rooms, I'll just give one general piece of advice. If you don't know where to go, ask the wonderful volunteers with the red ties, okay? They will help you out. In general, the rooms are numbered 1 for the first floor, 2 for the second floor, 3, so 30s for the third floor, 20s for the second floor, etc. But again, just ask the volunteers if you're not sure. They're very helpful, they're very nice, and they will help you out. And I think that's it for all the technical stuff. In general, if you're not sure, we're here to help you out. We're here to make sure that your tournament is as wonderful and as competitive and interesting as possible. And from the TAP team and the organizational team also, a warm welcome, and real hope that you'll have a great time here in Ljutomer. And now over to Petrovic, who, by the way, today is his birthday. So I think we could sing him a song.
Thank you to Ivan, and a big thanks to all of you. So now to the favorite part of everyone's opening ceremony, the debaters' briefing, which I will try to keep as short as possible to keep on schedule and also to speed up and start immediately with the debates. So I will go over the most basic information, but if you have any questions regarding the debate format, POIs, proposition fiat, or anything else, feel free to ask one of the CAP members, and we will very gladly clarify any questions you might have. Okay, so to start with the presentation, first of all, just a big thanks to all of the previous CAPs of the WSDC who have made this briefing possible. We drawed from their material largely in creating this presentation as well. So I think we can go to the next slide as well. So I will primarily go over the tournament format and the logistics, somewhat briefly on the WSDC format and the rules, and I will not go over the motion types, just not to delay this briefing too long. So I think we can go to the next slide. Yeah, as well. Okay, the tournament consists of 6 preliminary rounds and 3 break rounds. The quarterfinals, semifinals, and the grand finals, which is all in one category, meaning from this entire tournament, 8 teams are going to break. From these rounds, we have 3 prepared motions, which are held in the first, third, 5th round, and in the semifinals and the grand finals. We will attempt to announce the sides for each at the end of each day for the beginning of the next day, meaning at the end of today, we will announce the sides for round 3 tomorrow morning, so everyone can prepare if it is a prepared round. We will also attempt to announce sides before the prepped rounds in order to give you 10 minutes to prepare if that is possible and the schedule allows it. The other rounds are impromptu rounds during which you will receive a motion for which you will have to prepare. However, at this point, only the member of the teams, so the 3 to 5 speakers of each individual team, are allowed to prepare for that specific round. The propositions prepare within the room, while the opposition prepares outside of the debate room where the debate takes place. You have 1 hour to prepare, and you're not allowed to use the internet or any digital devices. So the only thing you can use is either a dictionary for your language in English and an almanac if you have it. You're not allowed to use your cell phones to interact with your coaches or with any of the judges except for the CAP members. If you have any questions, then you can only approach the CAP and not anyone else. Yeah, I think we can go. So I covered this already. So an important thing is to be ranked at the end of the tournament as a speaker, you need to speak for a minimum of 3 rounds. If you do not speak the 3 rounds required, unfortunately, you will not be listed on the end tab to be included for any of the awards that we present. Okay. One important thing just before we go on, you are not allowed to use a laptop or an electronic device during the debate if you did not ask specific permission from the CAP. Meaning, if the CAP did not allow you to use a laptop, for example, if you have a certain disability or if you have problems writing, you're not allowed to use a laptop. If you require the use of a laptop, approach the CAP immediately if you have not done so already. Okay, iron personing. You are allowed to iron person only once during a debate. This means that a team can be debated by 2 members, meaning one of the speakers holds at least 2 speeches, constructive speeches, so either the first and third, or the second speech and then the reply speech. You can do this only once during a tournament and still be eligible to break. If you iron person more than once, unfortunately you cannot break at this tournament. You will still be included in the list and you will see your speaker points, however you cannot break at the tournament. Okay, moving on. I assume that all of you know the flow of the WSDC debate, so I will not go over that. One important announcement that we do have is regarding POIs, and I think we can go to the next slide as well. As a general rule of thumb, you are allowed to offer POIs between the first, so after the first minute ends, and before the 7th or the last minute of the debate starts. The timekeeper or the chair judge will indicate this by clapping once or by ringing their bell on their phone. As a rule, you should take 2 POIs. However, this also depends on the debate. We, as the CAP, encourage you to take 2 POIs in each individual round, but this also depends on the amount of POIs you are offered. During the POI, you should allow the speaker to adequately express their question, meaning give them a maximum of 15 seconds to say their question until the end. If the speaker continues to speak after these 15 seconds, we have instructed the chair judges to interrupt the POI and to say order. After your 15 seconds are up, you, as the person offering the POI, should sit down and stop asking your POI because you're out of order in this round. Moving on. Okay, we'll just skip over that to not take any more time. Yeah, this as well. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask. All of this material has been sent to you by email. So not to delay too much, I think we can go on as well. Yep. For new material, just a brief summary of what is in the slides. New material in the 3rd and the last speeches is generally not allowed if this is absolutely new material. If this does not respond to any of the arguments made by the opposing team or any of the relevant points or any of the points of discussion brought up in the debate, this is completely new material and this is not allowed in 3rd speeches. Comparatively, reply speeches should not introduce any new material in the round. This does not mean examples or different analogies or different perspectives, but any new argumentation is not allowed in the replies. Okay, moving on. Important thing for information release during the impromptu rounds. When we release an impromptu motion, some of the motions will have an info slide, meaning before we announce the motion, we will also announce few information that are crucial for the round. This information needs to be taken as true, and none of the teams within the debate can challenge this information that was given. So if the CAP says something happened in a certain country, then this information is true within that specific debate. After we give you the motion for any of the impromptu rounds, you have 10 minutes to ask the CAP for a clarification on the motion. This is very important. If you do not ask a clarification within the 10 minutes, we cannot give you this clarification later on. So after we announce the motion, come to the CAP immediately and ask us questions about the motion, about the definitions and the wording of the motion that we provide you. Okay, I think we can also move on. Yeah, we can just... So we can stop here. So after the debate ends, we do ask all of you to cross the floor and shake hands. This is one of the nice perks of debating, of actually meeting people, having an interaction with them, shaking their hands. Hopefully nobody has COVID or something else that we do not want. The judges will send you outside of the room for 10 to 15 minutes. Feel free to chat and wait, go outside, and then return after the 15 minutes end. The judges will then call you in for the oral adjudication, at which you will find out the results of that individual debate. This OA will last for about 7 to 10 minutes. And after the OA, we encourage all of you to ask the judges for feedback. So if you want additional individual feedback, approach the judges for it. After all of this is done, we do ask all of the teams to submit feedback at the end of the debate. So the same way in which the judges give feedback to you as debaters, we ask feedback from you and from your coaches for feedback on the judges in that round. This is very important for us to know which judges are the strongest, which judges should break and therefore judge in the out rounds of this tournament. We do have a feedback form on Tabbycat, to which you have all received a link to, and we will be reminding you round after round to fill in this feedback. This is not a lot of questions. It should not take you more than 5 minutes. Okay. And I think this is it. So with that, I conclude the speaker briefing. If there are any questions, feel free to ask. And if not, we will announce the draw immediately as I end. Okay. And now I leave you to Ivan and wish all of you the best of luck at this tournament.
All right, so the draw should be up here any minute. We've also instructed the volunteers to display the draw on what's the English word? To tape the printed draws in the school, so you'll be able to see them. And I'm also releasing it on Tabbycat right now, so you can check your links and you'll see where you debate. Good luck and have fun.